Iran's top judge is warning of swift legal action against anyone taking part in protests sweeping the nation. Authorities have ramped up a crackdown, with the justice minister labeling anyone on the streets from the 8th of January guilty of taking part in, quote, an internal war. More than 2,500 people have reportedly been killed since the unrest began in late December. Well, that includes security personnel. A mass rally was held in Tehran for funerals of forces killed in protests. More than 18,000 people have reportedly been arrested, and concerns are growing about their fate. A 26-year-old man is reportedly facing execution today after his arrest last Thursday. If he is hanged, Irfan Sultani will be the first known protester to be executed in connection with the current wave of demonstrations. US President Donald Trump pledged, quote, very strong action if Tehran should go through with the execution. But Iran's foreign minister labeling Mr. Trump's statements as provocative and a blatant interference in Iran's internal affairs. Jagruti Dave is covering the story for CNA from Washington, D.C. Jagruti, strong action. We've heard that promised repeatedly by Donald Trump for protesters in Iran. What could he mean by that?
Well, Wesu, Donald Trump has said help is on the way to protesters, and to the leaders in Tehran, he said that they will pay a big price if protesters are killed. Now, as you mentioned, Donald Trump has promised strong action, but what that means, actually, little is yet known. Donald Trump has spoken, his national security team has convened to discuss options for the president. His vice president is speaking to him in person, among the people speaking to him in person, delivering possible options. And I think at the moment they're also looking to try to find out how many people have actually been killed in Iran as well. Because of the internet blackout, it's been difficult to get that information. As you mentioned, upward of 2,000 protesters are reported to have been killed. Donald Trump thinks the number is likely to be significant and is saying that he would act accordingly. What does this mean? What has he done? He said that he has cancelled all meetings with Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters stops. The White House has also put a 25% tariff on countries that do business with Iran. So that includes countries like China, Russia and Turkey. Military options could be strikes on non-military targets or on targets like the nuclear facility strike that we saw last June. But the White House is saying that whilst diplomacy is his first point of call, as we have seen, referencing Venezuela, the president is not afraid of taking military action. And I think countries like Iran are listening. We're hearing reports to Reuters that some personnel were advised to leave the largest US military airbase in the Middle East, that's in Qatar. This isn't an order, it's just some advice in a preparatory fashion. A diplomat speaking to Reuters described the move as a posture change rather than an ordered evacuation.
Thanks for that. Jagruti Dave covering the story for CNA from Washington, D.C.